What I needed then, a letter to my past self. Hey, if you're watching this first, thank you for being here. Whether you're in the thick of something hard or just trying to understand depression a little better, you've clicked on something personal. Today, I'm reading a letter to my past self, someone who was struggling silently with depression, someone who didn't even have the words for it yet. I call this, what I needed then. Maybe it'll sound like something you need now. So here goes. Dear me, you're 19, and you're tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix. You wake up and your first thought is, do I have to do this again? You smile around people because that's what's expected, and you've gotten really good at pretending. You crack jokes. You show up. But when you're alone, everything's heavier. Or, worse, nothing. Just this weird numbness that makes even brushing your teeth feel like a marathon. And you keep asking yourself, why am I like this? Why can't I just be normal? What's wrong with me? Let me say this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're struggling with something real, something invisible but very, very real. You're depressed. And while that word feels like it belongs in some psychology textbook or on a sad commercial, it's yours. Quietly, painfully yours. And that's okay. What you're going through doesn't make you dramatic or attention-seeking. You're not making this up. I know you convince yourself that other people have it worse, that you don't deserve to feel this bad, that you should be grateful for what you have. And hey, gratitude is powerful, but it's not a cure. You can be grateful and still be hurting. One doesn't cancel the other out. What you really needed then was for someone to sit beside you and say, hey, it's okay to not be okay. You needed someone to look you in the eye and say, I see you, and what you're feeling makes sense. But instead, you kept bottling it up, didn't you? You acted like everything was fine because the world rewarded you for holding it together, for being the strong one. But inside, you were drowning. If I could go back, I'd tell you a few things that might have made all the difference. First, you're not alone. Even though it feels like you're the only person in the world walking around with this giant invisible weight on your chest, you're not. So many people feel what you're feeling. Some of them hide it just as well as you do. And that doesn't mean it's less real. It just means we're all really good at pretending. Second, you deserve help. You don't have to hit rock bottom to ask for it. You don't need a reason. You don't have to wait until things get worse. Depression lies to you. It tells you that your problems aren't bad enough to need support, that you're a burden, that you should just deal with it. But that voice isn't truth, it's illness. You don't need to go through this alone. Therapy, medication, support groups, those aren't for other people. They're for you, too. Third, your feelings are valid. You don't need some huge traumatic event to justify your sadness. The pain you feel, it counts. It's not selfish to say, hey, I'm hurting. You got this habit of minimizing everything, like it's not that bad or I'll be fine. But what if, just for once, you let yourself be honest? I know you think that reaching out makes you weak. That vulnerability is dangerous. But I promise you, there is so much strength in being real, in saying, I'm not okay, but I want to be. That's one of the bravest things you'll ever do. And I wish I could tell you that there was a magical moment where it all got better. That one day, everything just clicked and you woke up healed. But it didn't happen like that. Healing wasn't this big, dramatic shift. It came in quiet, almost boring moments. Like the first time you texted a friend just to say, hey, I'm struggling. Or the time you cried in therapy and didn't apologize for it. Or the morning you got out of bed before noon and made yourself breakfast. Or that one random day where you laughed, like genuinely laughed, and it surprised you. Those were your victories. Tiny, messy, important victories. The truth is, healing is slow. It's not linear. Some days you'll feel like you're back at square one. Other days you'll feel light again. And both are okay. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself, bit by bit. To anyone watching this who feels like this letter could have been written for you, I want you to know something. You are not broken. You are not alone. And you are not weak for feeling this way. The world might not always understand depression. It might tell you to just cheer up or be positive. But you and I both know it's not that simple. But it is possible to feel better. Not overnight, not perfectly, but better. And you don't have to do it alone. Talk to someone, a friend, a counselor, a doctor, a support group, anyone who makes you feel seen and heard, even if the words come out shaky. Even if you have to say, I don't even know what's wrong, but I know I need help. That's enough. And if you've been through this already, if you made it out of your darkest place, thank you. Thank you for surviving, for holding on when it was easier to let go. And now, maybe it's your turn to sit next to someone else and say, I've been there. I'm here for you. To my past self, you didn't know it then, but you were never alone. The pain you felt wasn't weakness. It was a signal, a call for care, for rest, for connection. And you answered it. Eventually, you got help. You started talking. You began healing. And one day, you even turned your story into something that might help others. Like this. So to you, whoever is watching this right now, maybe with a lump in your throat or a tear in your eye, I see you. You matter. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are human. And being human means needing other people sometimes. If this video meant something to you, if it gave you even a tiny spark of hope or clarity, do me a favor. Subscribe to Adzakaprat, not just to this channel, but to the belief that you're worth taking care of, that your story matters, that healing is possible, and that there are brighter days ahead. Even if you can't see them yet, tap that subscribe button. Share this with someone who might need it. Leave a comment if you want to tell your story. I'd love to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one.